Do you ever feel that Google controls your business more than you do? Well, you know, I feel that way, especially since I received this review, and I can't get rid of it. Socialising with dogs. Now, if I fail to clear this, I'm going to look a right chump. It's going to ruin my reputation as a marketing consultant and not a dog walker. And you notice it even puts the word dog in bold as if that's being helpful. So my plan is to ask a few select ones from my community to see if they can help me get control of Google using Google reviews. And I'm going to give myself a deadline of doing this within a week. I'm going to use a little trick that I heard about the other day. So what is that new trick? Well, it's to do with the hardest type of review that you can try and get. In fact, I've got 133 reviews at the moment, and I've never yet managed to get one of these. These are gold, and it's a video review from your customer. But there are several traps that I could fall into right from the beginning. I'm aware that one, you need to make sure the reviews are genuine. So I can't just get reviews. They've got to be from people that want to give a review for my business. And secondly, if I ask too many at once for reviews, Google may just flag that as being unusual. Suddenly I'm getting 5, 6, 7 reviews coming in on the same day. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm aware of the fact that I could get that trigger through the spam filters too. So I'm just going to select a few from my community and see if they're going to help me out. And if they're prepared to give a review and follow the process, hopefully I'll be able to get rid of that stupid dog review and also get some video reviews to replace it. And I heard that video reviews are so powerful that they can actually go straight into the top 3. And if they go straight into the top 3, then it's goodbye doggy review. So, day 1 of 7. And I'm aware that people don't just give video reviews for no reason. So what's going to motivate my members, my community, to want to give me a review? How can I motivate them that it's worth their while to take that time? Because let's face it, giving a video review is not easy. So I'm sending out about 20 videos at the moment, and I'm wanting at least 6 to come back, at least 3 to be videos, and at least 3 to be photos, if not videos. But on these reviews, obviously we're after keywords that are going to come through that filter, and at the same time trying to just find ways to get that review about a dog to come off. Well, straight away when I sent out the email, I realised that most people were happy to help, but most people weren't prepared to give a video review. Why? Because most people don't like being on video. That's fair enough. So you can still get a video review, but it doesn't mean they have to be there on camera. So they could perhaps just read out their review and have it on camera with maybe a logo or a screenshot of my website being filmed at the same time. But there are lots of other little things that I hadn't taken into account at this stage. Part of the motivation was that I decided that I'd share what I find with the community first. So those that partook, got involved, they would also get insights into the things that I found out before I make this video. So they already know about it. You'll learn about what those insights are before the end of this video. But it also raised a few other questions. Are videos and photos the same according to a review? Because at the moment you add them through the same button, and that seemed to be causing confusion. On desktop, on mobile, sometimes you could add a photo, sometimes you could only add a photo, and you could add videos, but it didn't say that. There's so much confusion, and Google seems to have no idea how difficult they make this for people to give video reviews. And also I know for a fact that if I had 10 reviews, not all of them will make it through because Google's spam filters are incredibly difficult to get through. But here was another thing I was going to try is, could I get specific keywords to appear on that filter? So I made sure I knew what these keywords currently were, and then if I ask those that are doing reviews to mention certain keywords in their text in a natural way, that they were happy to do so. So to mention I'm an expert, to mention that I'm trustworthy, to mention those types of things. Would enough of those then enable a new keyword to come up during this week? So that was another thing we're going to look out for. So I selected about 20 different people, and we've got here so we've got 2 video reviews at the moment, and we've got one photo that's come back as well. So I sent my emails out on day 1 and then day 2. Well, I woke up pretty disappointed really. There wasn't a lot going on. And even though many had read the emails, it seemed like emails were just sitting in inboxes at the moment. Then as the day went on, some were saying they couldn't upload, it was the wrong file type. Some were saying that they couldn't upload it, it just wouldn't upload at all. It became quite difficult to understand why there were so many barriers. Now, some were good enough to email me and explain, to give screenshots. Some were even good enough to give me a video to explain what they were trying to do. And this was quite useful because very early on I realised that there were some bigger barriers, and this is so valuable to you. If you're a business owner and you're asking for reviews, maybe you've never considered the amount of barriers that genuine customers have to overcome to give just a decent review, or to do a review with a photo, and with a video, well, that's another whole level. So by the end of day 2, what do I have? All I have really is one video, and I also have one photo with these reviews. Now, it's not I'm not grateful for those, but bearing in mind I'd sent out 12, 15 or so emails a day before to people that said they'd like to give a review, this wasn't quite the measures that I thought I'd be looking at on day 2. Oh, and by the way, the dog is still there. It just feels like I'm losing momentum at the moment. So I decided for day 3, I'd send out some troubleshooting, and it would just cover some of the other things that maybe people were coming across. I also started to think, I wonder what happens if I try to give a video review. And actually that was quite stunning to find out that it's really difficult. And if you do it on a desktop, it's different on a mobile. And you know what, Google, you really do need to look at this. So during day 3 and 4, I was just again firefighting. 1 or 2 reviews came in, and it's just become evident it's becoming really challenging for those that do. You can see here on this video.
So what happened was, after following the link, this came up, which is great. And I've been able to do it. But when I click that to add, I was going to upload, and that wouldn't let me do it. But I went to videos. Now, where these are storing these videos on my phone, I don't know. But it was only when I went to videos there, and then I picked the one that came up. So, but I couldn't do the upload.
Well, we're now on day 5, just a few days to go. And how are things going? Well, let's take a look. And it's not quite going according to plan. The dog is still there. I've had 2 videos now to come through, and also there seems to be another one that's in the pipeline, but Google's decided not to give me it. And the person's even prepared to show me that he's given it, and I'm so grateful for what he said. It's incredible the effort these guys are doing in my community. So again, a massive thank you to all of you that took part in this. You've been great, and I think we've really learned something here. And no wonder customers just give up. And if you've had something similar, then put the thoughts down below and just mention what you've gone through. How difficult is it for you to get reviews? If you had genuine reviews removed by Google too, put them in the comments below. So I'm getting to the point now where it's day 6, and I'm not sure if much else is going to happen. There's a lot that have promised to send through reviews. I've still got one video review that will make it 3 if it comes through.
Giving a review. So you've got 137 Google reviews, 5 star. Very good. Yes, there you go. It's there.
And I just got an email that came through that suggested that it had gone through 2 days later. But when I check, it's still not there, as you can see. So I still need just one more video, and then I'll know whether those 3 will knock those 3 off the top spot. So after a week, did I get it removed? Did I get that dog gone forever? Well, I got the 3 videos. Well, that was great, but I didn't actually remove that dog. But I did learn a few other things. And you know what? You can get control of certain things that Google has. Now, I'll show you what I mean here. See, if you take the word expert and ranking, these were things that I mentioned to those that were giving me reviews. So I just had 4 or 5 reviews in the end. 3 were video reviews, but they did mention things like expertise and expert. And you know, Google's picked that up and now made that one of those criteria buttons. Now you'll know that I talk about expertise as being an important part of ranking in Google. So this is quite valuable. So as much as we didn't get rid of that review about the dog, and maybe within time, maybe it just takes a few weeks. So I'm going to monitor that and I'll update you on the community if it changes. But what I did learn is that as much as it's difficult to get video reviews, they're still pretty powerful because they do seem to have an impact on the keywords that are being reviewed. I also learned that ultimately Google doesn't show every single review that's submitted, and it does make getting Google reviews with videos particularly difficult. But I can honestly say I had no idea how hard it was to get genuine reviewers to give a review. And you know, Google has no idea how hard it makes life in general for genuine businesses. It was so bad that I once documented how a genuine business was suspended for no reasons at all, and it took a long time to get them reinstated. So if you want to know what happened, that video is right here, and it's totally documented as to how we managed to resolve it. So I'll see you on that video next.